Hi everyone, it's Miss Lisa from the Cornwall Public Library. Today I wanted to share a special project with you. We're going to make sticky slime. So this is a fun project for the whole family. I found this project in a book, and it's called Maker Lab, 28 Super Cool Projects, and it's by Jack Challoner. I found this book through our Libby app. So you can have mom or dad go on and onto their computer, their phone, their iPad, onto the computer and download the Libby app. And what they do is they put in their library card number, and their password is the last 4 digits of their phone number that we have on file. And then you can go ahead and you can download this book and do other projects, because there's 28 super cool projects in this book. We're doing one, so there's 27 more that you could do at home. So let's get started making our slime. So first thing you have to do is a couple of drops of food coloring. And like I said, you can use whatever color you'd like. I just had some blue. Okay. Now we're going to pour our shampoo. See how that mixes? And I'm going to use the spatula just to get that shampoo out. Okay. Oops. And the next thing is the cornstarch, and this is going to get a little messy. That's all right. So we could try to pour it in all at once. Now it's going to be kind of hard to stir because there's not a lot of liquid in here. We just have the shampoo and some food coloring. So what we're going to do is we're going to start mixing it up. Try to mix that. If you can see, there's the cornstarch. It's really, really hard to stir. So like I said, there's not a lot of liquid. So it's almost starting to look like big crumbs. And then what we do, we take a tablespoon. And here's warm water. Don't use boiling water. I don't want anyone to get burnt. You just use some warm water from the tap. And I'm going to put 2 in there. And just start mixing. And I'll probably have to add some more, but I just want to kind of incorporate that water. I'm going to put in 4 more tablespoons of warm water. Maybe that'll start it to really start to mix together. And in a little while I'll start using my hand because that makes it a little bit easier to mix towards the end. It's starting to clump together a little bit. See how it's starting to form a little bit more? So you have a lot of cornstarch in there. And you just start adding the water bit by bit, just like what I've been doing. This way you can get to see how it moves things together. It kind of breaks down the cornstarch a little bit. That is stir. See how that works? Yeah, so now it's really starting to form. So it's fun to do. You guys could all take turns mixing it or adding the water. And even when we're done with the project, it's good to, when you are going to play with the slime, is to put a piece of wax paper down and wash your hands really good after you play with the slime, because you don't want it to get on your fabric or your clothes or on your couch. So it looks like it's coming together. It's getting really hard to mix. I'm just going to put a little bit more water. We'll have a lot of blue food coloring at the bottom, so this is going to get even darker. And I have to be honest with you, I didn't try this beforehand because I didn't have enough cornstarch on hand, because you need 4 cups. So it is taking some time. Oh, now it's really starting to come together. And I'm going to put a few more, and then we're going to use our hands. 3, 4 more. Oops. So now it's really starting to come together, and it's very sticky. A lot of dry under there. So now I'm going to try to use my hands to really mix it. And it's really neat because it's almost like a solid and a liquid when you put it in your hands. We might have to put some more water because it is very goopy. But then when you mold it in your hands, it feels like a solid, but then it gets very goopy again. It's so much fun to play with because it feels like it's a solid, but then it's a liquid again. You could break it apart and you could play with it in your hands. And even I think in the instructions, it says to play with it and knead it with your hands and move it around more. So here's all the colors. I don't know if you can get a good shot of that, but it feels like a liquid and a solid. It's so much fun to play with. So it kind of jiggles like has a lot of water in there, but then when you go ahead and pick it up, it's like you can break it apart. It is a solid. You got to keep working it in your hands. So there we go. I can make a ball out of this. It's so much fun to play with. And then what you do, you could take little pieces of it or the whole thing and you can put it in your little containers that are airtight. Put it in there to play for another day. And you can put the extra pieces in as well, you know, in another container so everyone has their own. But it's just so much fun to play with. And you can actually take some out and you can play with it on your wax paper and it pulls apart, but then it turns into a liquid again. It's just so amazing. It's so much fun to play with and experiment. The only thing I ask, this will last about a month in the container, but when you're done with it and would like to discard, if you could just throw it right into the trash. I wouldn't try to put it down the sink or to flush it in the toilet. Just put it right into the trash. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I miss everyone, and I had a great time doing this project with you today, and I hope you try to do it at your house. Have a good day. Bye-bye.